Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new series. So this game is called Let's Build a Zoo. It's actually been out for a little bit. I was gonna check it out sooner and life got a little bit crazy, but I must confess I've actually played a lot of this off camera. It is a very fun game. It is very easy to lose yourself playing it. And yeah, it goes right back to the days of my childhood when like Zoo Tycoon 2 was my game. That was that and Wolf Quest, and I think Zoo Tycoon 2 even predated Wolf Quest a little bit. Those were the games I grew up on. Obviously, I'm still playing Wolf Quest, but I'm super excited to see more games coming out in the Zoo Builder category because that was also huge to me when I was a kid. So, we're going to jump right in and get started. So, we have Kathleen the investor with a new task at the management office. Hey there, my name's Kathleen, and I'm currently your zoo's sole investor. Could you come down to the management office for a quick chat, please? So, let's see. I think we got to go up here. Gotta check our tasks. All kinds of requests end appeared. I know you won't want to keep on top of them. Try viewing a new task now. So we've got a task to build an enclosure. Every zoo needs animals, but before you can take a delivery of any animal, you need to build an enclosure. So we gotta go to here to build. We're gonna do a grass one. I think that's gonna be more comfortable than concrete. So this game is fun. It has an ethics system. And oh my goodness, that is one of the most chaotic possible things you could implement, and you will see why. Generally, I tend to lean towards the route of good morality, but who knows? Maybe we'll do an evil playthrough someday. But for this one, we're probably going to be going good leaning and trying to actually be a good ethical zoo. And we're going to use a grass enclosure for that purpose. So, where do we want to put this? Probably put it right here, I think. We'll just do this. We'll probably be adjusting layout a little bit here because, and I'll probably do some of that off camera. I'll probably spend a little time in between each episode putting in enclosures. Also, guests don't have to stay on the paths in this one, just to be aware. So great, now that we have an enclosure, you can start the real business of finding animals to make our zoo one step closer to being the best zoo on planet Earth. And we have Timbo, the Australian zookeeper. G'day, I have a gift for you. Visit me in my zoo and I can tell you all about it. Just find the Australian zoo on the world map. I don't think I've ever done an Australian accent in my life. I'm so sorry. But let's go ahead. We'll pop on over to Australia here. Ruth, we had an unexpected boost to our rabbit population last month, and we just don't know what to do with them. Heard you were starting a new zoo and instantly thought you might have found the perfect home for a couple of our floppy-eared furballs. What'd you say? So we're going to get a pair of rabbits here. Looks like they're both white rabbits, and we have a male and a female, which is definitely not going to be something we have to keep an eye on at all when we have rabbits and their notorious reputation. I'm sure you'll love them, and your visitors will too. So let's return to the zoo. We'll go ahead. We'll have them delivered to this pen. And definitely not something we're going to have to watch for our own zoo. So we have to complete 4 trades with the Cuba Zoo before we have another task here. It's probably time to start trying to earn a living. Let's open the zoo so customers can start turning up. So we will go ahead and do that. I think to open the zoo we have to click here. No. Oh, it's just the button right in the corner that says open zoo. That's definitely not an obvious thing that I've overlooked. But let's go ahead. We'll open our zoo. We've opened the zoo, Green Wilds. I'm not the most creative at naming things, but you know what? We're going to roll with it. And it's an exciting time for everyone who witnessed the grand opening of the new local zoo. So let's see here. So we need to get water, we need to get enrichment. Our animal rating has gone up, but I'm actually going to go ahead and pause here just so that we can go ahead. We'll put in, we need to build a shop as one of our things here. But the first thing we want to make sure that we do is go ahead, add objects. We want to add some water because they don't have any water. We'll use this for the rabbit pen. And then we want to give them a little bit of enrichment as well. We go to add objects, enrichment. I don't think we have any shelters yet, but we'll just put a few of these in here for them so that they have something to play with. Now, our food supplies are out. We do need to build a storeroom as well. So if I can find where that is, I'm trying to remember where everything is. All right, storeroom. Let's just plunk that down over here for now. Not terrible, so we'll hire you at the market rate for now. Eventually, we might try to get some better staff, but we're not going to worry too much about that for the time being. And then I think we got that. We want to make sure that we get the food supplies because we also want to balance their diet. So you can actually adjust. This game is amazingly detailed. It seems very simple when you just look at it at a glance, but the more you delve into it, there's a lot you can actually control, and it's so fun. So you can actually balance out their diet. I'm going to spend a little time doing this because we want to make sure they're going to have a healthy amount of food. So we want to get this nutrition from the red and into the green. So you can see here, we can balance what the amounts of food that they get are. Different animals will have different dietary needs. You can see now this nutrition bar is totally full, and this also totals up to 100%, which keeps them satisfied. If you bump this up a lot, then they get overfed. If you put it down too low, they get underfed. Because the other numbers here total up to 50%, we want them right here at satisfied, so they won't either be overfed or underfed, and they'll stay healthy. And we'll set that for our rabbits. I think we can just set it in general now. The downside of this, you can see it costs a little bit more to feed. Some of these are quite expensive, especially the carrots. But overall, it's going to be healthier for them. They're going to have better nutritional requirements, and I think that just in general helps them out. So we'll go ahead and do that. We also want to make sure we have this little pump here. I'm actually going to move that over here so that it covers the water trough, because you can see that wasn't getting water. Now it is. And we want to make sure that we order this. So a quick order for all of our animals. We'll buy enough food for 7 days. And that should be good, I think. And I think the keeper will have to bring that to them, I believe is what happens here. If we unpause that, that should go up pretty soon, because our keeper has just arrived. And we have our first guests as well, by the looks of it. So the guests are starting to come into the zoo here. We've got a variety of different ones. It's just, man, I love the style of this game so much. I guess you have seen everything. You know, that's fair. It's not a very big zoo right now. But it's just like, I'm such a sucker for pixel games, and this just goes straight back to the old zoo builder games of my childhood. So it's just, man, you guys, I love this game. I'm so excited to finally get to sit down and actually do some videos on it, because I've been waiting for a bit. I've been wanting to do this for a little while here. And there actually is apparently another update coming out soon where you can add lakes. That's what they said on the news page on the front page of the game when I booted it up. So I'm like, ooh, we might have stuff to check out soon. Oh, and we get a research grant. Okay, hi, I represent the Zoological Foundation for Research, and I'm here to offer you a grant. If you build a research hub before the end of the day, I'll fund you for the next 14 days. Let's go ahead and do this. So every once in a while, we'll come across these critical choices too. These can influence what routes we take in the game, if we have good or bad morality and ethics, if we get grants or not. Obviously, if we reject this, we're not going to get the grant, but we want the grant, so we'll go ahead and we'll put in a research hub, and we have plans for research hub announced. I'm not always going to read all the news reports out loud because they're a little lengthy, but you can always pause the video if you want to see what they say. They are quite fun. So let's go ahead and we will put in a research hub. So we've got that here. It does cost $100, but that's fine. And we get $250 per day for 14 days. This is not the best of researchers, but she'll do for now, Jolie. So we'll go ahead and we'll hire her, and we'll see. And then at the shop, what is it saying here? Oh yeah, we want to build a shop. So we'll track that goal. I think we do that here. And we can just put in like a gift stand, I think. I'm not going to worry too much about my placement today. In fact, what I'll probably do is after the episode, I'll go through and I'll spend a little time in between episodes cleaning up and tidying up the zoo, making it look all nice and polished. Work ethic is good. Politeness is okay. Job satisfaction's alright. Let's go ahead, we'll hire. If you boost the salary, the satisfaction goes up, and sometimes it boosts the other things too. But in general, it's always a good idea to have staff that has good stats to begin with. And we also will want to put in some trash cans, because these guests are not going to have anywhere to throw away their trash if we don't. So we'll just put one of these up here for now. We don't want to spend too much, but it's okay. And food shops, we don't have a food shop or a drink shop. We can track these. We'll go ahead. We've got $970 here, so we'll go ahead and put a snack vendor in. That would probably be good to do. We can put that right here. Can't place it on top of it. And we can also put a cola vendor. And neither of those are too expensive, so we filled those objectives as well. And yes, you can see kind of just wander around, as do the staff. And I think We don't have to worry about it just yet, I don't think, but eventually we'll want to hire more staff like a janitor. I think it prompts us for that in a minute. But you can eventually hire more staff. I think, we look at staff here. Let's actually just get a jump start on it and start searching. We will go ahead, we will recruit, we'll open the position. We won't worry too much, or maybe we'll do social media as well. You can also put it on a job portal for even more a day if you really want to find someone fast, but I think this will do just fine for now, and we don't want to overextend ourselves too much because we did just open the zoo, and the finances can tend to be a little tight, especially when you're first starting out. But I think all in all, we got about an hour left of open time, and things are going fairly well. Who are you? Oh, a shopkeeper. Oh, you're the one that we just hired. Are you able to get in? Yeah, we'll teleport him back, but I guess maybe she's just waiting there because the guests have already left. Yeah, actually, I think our last bus already left for the day, so there's no more guests. We can just fast forward until the end of the day. And there we go. So it saves at the end of every calendar day. We did lose a lot of money, but that's okay. That's how it is when you're starting out. 4 people could not fit on your bus is interesting. And 1 felt the price is too expensive. That's probably fair. All we have is rabbits, so... Alright, new task, Proving Grounds. Now we're finally up and running. I would love to start tracking your progress. If you reach 25 total customers, I'll be able to give you a small performance bonus. So we would like to get more guests if we can. Hi there, I can't believe a zoo has opened up here in town. I have a small observation, though. Perhaps you might want to feed your animals. Hunger leads to starvation, and starvation leads to death, and I don't want dead animals stinking up the neighborhood. That sure is a motivation, all right. Build a storm for food. Well, fortunately for you, we've already done that. We're a little bit ahead of the game, and we get $100. Now we gotta hire a janitor. Ah, yes. Your zoo is gonna become a rat-infested den of disgust unless you hire someone to tidy it up. So we have to hire a janitor. Fortunately, we're already searching, and it looks like we actually have some potential candidates here. Now, we can't be completely choosy right now. No, we don't have applicants yet. It just says that we're looking. I see. I think that's all that is. Oh, we do have an applicant. Okay, one literally just came in. All right. Let's look here. So you have Reed. Let's look at... If I hit hire, I can look here. I can see so politeness, work ethic, energy, and job satisfaction. I'm going to wait just a minute and see. And this is... Oh, is this an inspector? Yeah, this is an animal welfare officer. So you can see. We got an A on our animals here at least. Now, I'm going to pause this just for a second so you can see this, though. We could give an animal encounter. Maybe we can do that with the rabbits here. We can use this. We'll go ahead and do that to give an up-close personal experience, which is fine. They're just rabbits. They shouldn't do any harm. I don't know if that happens if you do more dangerous species. But you also see we have the bribe option. So like I said, this game has an ethics system. And you can do some shady under-the-table things if you really want to. We probably won't be exploring those in this playthrough, like I mentioned earlier. But yeah, there's a whole other side of this game that I haven't seen yet. So there do be that. And let's look. We've got another applicant. Let's view. We also have you. Let's see. You're even worse than Reed, I'm afraid. So we're just going to dismiss this application straight away because both of Reed's stats are better. So we didn't get a bonus. Oh, we got... Okay. They need more time to be fed and raised leveling. I think that's because it hasn't happened. I don't know if you can ace this first one because this is just right out of the gate. And... Okay, fair enough. It's neutral. I'll take it. And we'll have, hopefully, better results in the future. Did we get another applicant already? No, it's just telling us that we have the one. And let's look here as well. So we have tasks. We got our 25 visitors, so let's finish that one. We got $1,500. That's good. And we do want to research an item in the research center as well. Oh, it looks like... Oh, and we got 60 cents in cola sales day. We should check into that as well. So we should start doing some research as well. Gosh. So there's different things in different places here. Oh, look at the background, you guys. I didn't even notice that when it moves around. Oh, that's so cool. The different layers. That's awesome. But let's start... Okay, we have 5 research points. We could unlock everything. Let's make sure we get the desert enclosure. We're starting to unlock other things. Oh, no. That looks like an evil morality option. And we have wind turbines, which is a good morality option. These are actually really good, so I want to start working towards them. You have to connect up to things to unlock them, and I think something we're going to want is also in this direction, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a little while since I played, and so I'm trying to remember where everything is. We would need 3 to unlock, 3 to unlock, 2 to unlock. Let's get potted plants as well. I guess we don't have to spend all of our... oh, a nursery would be good too. But I guess we don't always have to spend all of our research points. But we did. Oh, well. 1 applicant at the moment. So we're kind of just chilling for a little bit, I think. And we'll see how things go. I'm just gonna vibe for a bit here. Did these guys get food yet? I guess they're all right. Are they fine on food? Shorty and Big Boy. I don't think we can rename them yet. No, I think that's a planned feature. And you can also use this option if you want to prevent any of your animals from breeding, or all of them, which may be necessary in some cases, but right now we probably actually want these guys to have babies, because if we look here, we want to unlock the genome here, and we want to learn more about the different genetic options here. So we want to start breeding these guys to see if they have any hidden genes they can express. Oh, we've got 3 applicants. Let's take a look. So Mandy might actually be better. Ooh. Mandy's not bad. I think Mandy is our best option so far. Definitely better than Augustina. And I think even better, yeah, than Reed. Mandy's pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and if we actually boost this up to 70, because you can do from 50 to 70, you can see how that impacts the stats. So we'll do this. This boosts her politeness and it boosts her job satisfaction. So we'll hire her above wage. We'll close position for now because we don't really need to have a second janitor at the time, but eventually we'll want to work on that. And we completed a few tasks. Are we able to complete those here? Yes. So we've hired a janitor. We got $200 for that. And we can finish the task here as well. We researched an item, and we get $100 for that one as well. So we're doing pretty good on our task completions. And we have $3,000 too, almost. So yeah, that's not bad. All right, the end of day 2 here. Total days in business 2. Profit today, we earned quite a bit. Park rating attracted 24 people. 4 couldn't fit on the buses. 1 felt the takeover price was too expensive. And 19 people entered the zoo. Now we have a seed fund. Since I invested in this business, you have various performance targets to hit in order to unlock more capital. Reach 100 total customers and I'll release some additional funding. Okay, so we got to get to 100 visitors. You know, I really love seeing lots of animals. They bring peace and tranquility to me, but I'm also a member of an online animal spotting group. So we compete to get pictures of the rarest species. I don't think we're supposed to take them at the zoo, but I just like winning on social media regardless of the reality. Anyway, you should get more animals. Okay. You might not want to cheat in your competitions, though, if they don't allow that. We will work on getting more animals, though, because that's going to just be good for the zoo in general. So the way that we actually do that, I'm pretty sure, is let's go up here to the world map so you can see there's actually something blinking here. So this is the animal shelter. Ooh, and we do have some different types of rabbit. And we can save animals from different places here. I'm kind of tempted to, because we've got 2 of these rabbits. Let's rescue one in this color, because I think that'll boost. You can see new on the ones that we have, the variants that we haven't unlocked with the different genetics that we haven't unlocked. So let's rescue that rabbit, and we'll bring her to this enclosure here as well. So we'll eventually start, and you'll see she'll arrive in a day. So they don't arrive the day that you get them, they arrive the day after. But let's also take a look at our shops too. Let's go to manage shop. You can adjust the amount of material used depending on, sometimes like you can recycle resources later down the line. We're not going to touch this for now. This is a recommended sell price. I'm going to try to bump it down. So my game plan is to sell things cheap and hopefully more people will buy them. I kind of take the opposite approach to most zoos in real life, it feels like. But, you know, not bagging on buying products from a zoo. Definitely do, because it does support the zoo in most cases. So let's bump that down a little bit. And this is recommended. We'll just leave that one at recommended. That's pretty cheap anyway. So eventually, though, you can see we can get our own ingredients for these, and that'll actually lower the cost. Okay, we've got more unspent research points. I'm going to start going here because we want to get to wind turbines pretty quickly because these let you save money on electricity, and come the end of the week, we're going to have to pay off electricity costs, and those are like those kinds of, the end of week expenses tend to be the real killers. Oh no, a lost puppy. A man has lost his best friend. The animal people told me that we have found a lost dog, a beautiful Labrador. We could call the number on its collar and tell the owner, or we can use this as an opportunity to earn more money and expand this fledgling zoo. Why don't we dress the dog up as a lion and use it to amaze your visitors? Oh no. So you can see we have a critical choice, and it's a moral choice. If we do this, we get 5 bad morality. If we do this, we spend some money, but we get 5 good morality. And we would get a new animal if we do this. So let's go ahead and we're going to reject this. Like I said, usually I take the good morality route, and we're going to be doing that mostly in this playthrough. So let's go ahead. We'll reject that. And you can see your choices matter. The morality choices you make will impact the buildings and actions you can use and maybe reflect on certain people's behavior. Choose wisely. So eventually we've got some previews of the different routes here. And we're gonna be following this one for now. Looks like some of the bunnies do be munching, possibly. But let's see. We're just gonna chill out and let these guys explore the zoo, I think. Oh, we got a new sales record that just went away there. People do be spending some money at the vendors here, so that's good to see. And I think our janitor is doing pretty well. We can actually see our utilities too. Oh yeah, we can see what the estimates here are going to be as well. So right now we're all in the negative. Eventually we can do generation and stuff, which is why we want like the wind turbines and such. We've got some unspent research points, but I don't think we're going to spend those right now. But you can see we're starting to, we will eventually have the ability to do something with these numbers and to push them into the positives if we want, and even sell off excess electricity, which can be a really helpful way of earning money. And that's definitely one of the biggest struggles that at the start of the game, so I want to stay on top of that. But yeah, the zoo is about to close again, and so far things are off to a good, if a little quiet start. But don't you guys worry, they will be picking up soon, I'm sure. So the way that I'm going to do things for the series is I'll spend a little time in between each episode actually working on the zoo and kind of cleaning things up. Oh, we got a new variant. Oh, they had a baby! Oh, they had a baby! So we have Reggie the rabbit. The names are assigned completely randomly, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so we had a new baby born. We'll have to look more at Reggie tomorrow. And what I was saying is, in between each episode here, what I'm going to do is I'll actually go ahead and do a little bit of cleaning up around the zoo, kind of do some landscaping and such, not just the things that I'm not necessarily going to do on camera because they take a bit, and a little bit of thought and stuff that's harder to do on camera. So every time when we start a new episode, the zoo might be looking a little different, a little cleaner, a little bit more pretty. So we'll have to see how that turns out in the future. But first 3 days down, so far things are going well, and I hope you guys are enjoying the start to a brand new series. And definitely go check this game out again. It's super fun. I have played a lot of it even outside of my series. Really enjoying it. Really harkens back to the old Zoo Builders, and it's got the cute pixel style, you guys. Come on, what's not to love? I'm sorry, this game, I don't know how I didn't know about it for the longest time because it so specifically caters to my personal taste in games. My gosh. But yeah, definitely go check it out. There will be a link to it in the video description where you can find this game and play it for yourself if you so desire to. And if you want the chance to get a copy of this game for yourself too, then make sure to keep an eye out. There might be some fun things regarding that in the near future, so make sure to check the community tab of my channel here as well, and check in there for potentially some more info. But we're going to go ahead and wrap up this episode here for today because it is getting to be about that time again. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.